What's up, guys? It's Cravenous yet again. So as you can probably tell by the title, this is a how-to on how to record gameplay commentaries, live gameplay commentaries. And basically, it's not as hard as it seems, but there is some difficulties that people have. The first one is, the first thing you need to do is you need to look up what you're going to use to record. I have the Hauppauge HD PVR Gaming Edition. There's no real difference between the Gaming Edition and the regular edition besides the color, which it looks cooler. The Gaming Edition's black with a green LED when it's recording, and the regular edition's gray with a blue light when it's recording. But the Gaming Edition does come with a composite. Comes with a composite cable that works with the 360, the PS3, and the Wii. I use it for the the PS3. I don't have a 360, but I do, will be doing some Wii gameplay, and if I ever do get a 360, I'll definitely use it to record it. I spent a long time looking up video game recorders, PVRs, and there was three that really stuck out to me. Well, there was four at first, but in order of quality and how they work, the fourth one was the Roxio Game Recorder, which if you don't have that much money, I definitely would recommend getting it. I've been saving the money up for a couple of weeks, and then I got my tax return early, so I was like, hey, let's get the good one. The only problem with the Roxio Game Recorder is it only records in 480p. And, some people say, well, no, because I rendered in 720 and it looks great. I actually read a comment from a video where this guy, called this other dude a liar because, he rendered it in 720p. Doesn't matter what you render it in. I can render this in 1080i and it's not going to show 1080i gameplay. 1080p. It's not going to show 1080p gameplay. It only does 720p on certain games, 1080i on games that do play 1080p, which the only game that I am aware of that does 1080p is Final Fantasy 13 2, and I think Mortal Kombat does. I'm not sure on that. But the third one was what was it? The Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle, and the whole Blackmagic series, pretty much for desktops, laptops, whatever. That is supposed to be the best of all the ones that record, but you pretty much are guaranteed that you're gonna have to call Blackmagic and have them step by step walk you through what settings to put what. Mazu, my friend Noah, he put in the forums and trolled forums and stuff to figure out what's wrong with the Blackmagic, because it only gets 3 stars on Amazon. Apparently there's more problems. I don't exactly remember what he told me they were, but it definitely has problems. The next one is the Avermedia. I can't remember exactly what it's called because it's numbers. It is apparently really good, but it also has certain problems I don't know, I think the coloring goes off randomly sometimes. But so as far as I could find and I could tell, besides going and getting a $3,000 recording device, the Hauppauge is the best thing to get. And that's what I got. And I haven't had any problems with it. I know I only have one gameplay commentary up right now, but I have a lot. I have 6 or 7 episodes on my computer. It's just my internet sucks, and I want to get the whole series done so that there's not I didn't record anything because I didn't upload anything because I didn't have anything recorded. I used the first one as a test. Now, on to what you should do. Obviously, there's going to be different things for different people, but this is my basic device settings, the brightness and stuff. I had it set to 80. I actually fine-tuned these, with my I looked at my laptop screen while staring at my TV, my HD TV, I should say. I find these to be really good settings. I don't really know what sharpness does. Every time I change it, nothing happens. And I haven't seen anything different on my recordings when I messed with it, so I just left it where it was at. And the saturation I did bump up a little bit. Hue I don't touch because that, pink and green. Contrast I changed, and brightness I changed. And the decoder I didn't really mess with either. I don't know what to do with it, so I didn't touch it. And then my format settings, I don't think I changed these, except I changed the Luma and Chroma to 0 and this to AAC audio, and I did change these to 16.9, but I don't record anything in 480i or P. I had this changed to best, but it kept messing up, so I just left it. There is certain problems right now with Hauppauge, but they're fixing it. Right now, I personally can't record in PlayStation 3 mode, which is M2TS format, because Vegas has a problem. Sony Vegas has problems. Pro and Platinum Production Suite or something. They both have problems with it right now. It says it's an encoding problem, but I don't know. And some people do have problems with the 360 version. Or AVCHD, which is TS format, has problems too with Vegas. 360 does have problems with some people. It's a firmware problem. It's different boxes. It's a new one, so there's going to be problems. But if anybody has problems with the 360 thing, it's because it'll only show like this part of the screen, this top left corner, and it has to do with when it input resolutes, it records it as 480. But I don't have that problem. I did have it for a moment when I tried to fix the PlayStation 3 part, and one problem. Like for the PlayStation 3 problem, it says to record in 360. For the 360 problem, it says to go to the PlayStation 3. And I tried to do, exactly what Hauppauge said, and I ended up having both problems, and I couldn't use it at all, so I had to roll back, uninstall the drivers and everything. Pretty much don't touch it unless you know exactly what you're doing, and I don't. So, now, a lot of people have problems when they're recording live comms because their TV audio does not, whatever microphone they're using will pick up the TV audio. I, however, don't have that problem because when I got my income tax money early, I had even more money than I thought. So I went ahead and I spent, which I got it on used. I got the Blue Yeti microphone. It was only $75 when I got it used. I don't think it's on sale for that much anymore. I think it's normally $100 to $150, depending on if you get like the bonus pack, which honestly I didn't need a headset or earbuds. But if you can't afford a Blue Yeti microphone, I'm not telling you to buy one. I'm just saying it's a lot easier. Because for me, all I have to do is turn my TV down, which it's a Vizio 22-inch. I turn it down to 8 to 10 on the volume, and the mic does not pick up the TV audio from like 4 feet away. If you can't afford a good microphone, and it's just like a Turtle Beach, which is a good microphone, but they don't have different settings to record, just one, I think it's called, I don't know what the different microphone settings are at the time, but the Blue Yeti can record just what's in front of it, or the sides of it, or all around it, and I have it set just to record the front. What you would have to do is plug in earphones to a TV, so you need to have a TV that has an earphone jack, or mute it and don't play with the audio, which doesn't really bother you with some games like Little Big Planet, I don't think. But on to what you have, how you go about it. The first thing you want to do is, I use Acid Music Studio to record the audio. You can use Audacity, you can use, whatever really program that records audio as you want. I just, Acid came with my Vegas stuff, so I just used it. If you're using Acid Music Studio or pretty much any Vegas part of music recording or audio recording, you want to insert an audio track, which I already have, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. You hit ARM for record, and you hit record. And then you come up to ArcSoft, which comes with the HD PVR. You hit capture. It brings up the capture module. It shows you what you're recording. There is a 3-second delay. Watch. I hit X. Well, my controller went to sleep. Give me a second. Okay. Hit X. it's a good 2 to 3 second delay, so it's pretty much impossible to record without it having a TV. So there's that. And that, I'm pretty sure that's with any recording software or capturing program. Not program, but capture box, PVRs. So what you do is you come down here and you hit capture, and it takes roughly 5 to 6 seconds for it to capture, and you get the green light or the blue light, whichever one you're using, and this right here will say capturing. So what you want to immediately do before you start gaming or recording is you want to pause it, and then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both at the same time. It's just so you can sync the audio. You want to do it at the beginning. You can do it at the end as well, but I just do it at the beginning. I don't have any problems. I don't know why I put that down. Now what you do is you just play around, play your game, whoop-de-doo. I don't know what that does. I'm looking for stickers. Let's put this. I haven't really, decorated my pod. I haven't played it very much, so you can't even see it. There we go. Okay. And then, if you want to do down, up again, you can do it. Then you want to come down here and hit stop. The light will go off, will shut off on your thing, and it'll bring up the editing software that it comes with, which is ArcSoft Showbiz. Now, if you don't have a video editing software, you can just, come in here, drop it to this. If you like using the timeline, once it goes in, you can switch it to timeline. But I don't use this, so I can't really say much about it. So I end up just closing it. Close. There we go. And then you hit stop or record. Now you have your clip. I think it wasn't that long. What you do is you render. And this is going to take a while on my computer because I'm using a lot of stuff on it at once. Again, I use AAC format. Gameplay, Little Big Planet, commentary. You can name it whatever you want, so I can find it. Typically this only takes me, 10-15 seconds, but again, I'm really taxing my laptop right now. There's only so much it can do as powerful as it is. Okay, you can close it, do whatever. No, I don't want to save it. Open up Vegas Movie Studio. Now, I have, a whole folder set off for gameplay. And I, did a custom icon and everything. It should be in PVR clips. Okay. Okay, what you do is you drag this into here. And it's gonna, set up everything it had to have. Now, you go to wherever it is that you had your audio recorded, which I have in my gameplay file. And there it is. Open it, let it build its peaks, which again won't take this long because I'm using Camtasia to record and that uses a lot of RAM for some reason. Boom. And you hit record. And then you come up to ArcSoft, which comes with the HD PVR. You hit capture. Yeah. It was I forgot I talked a long time before I started doing anything. Now what you do is you gotta find where you put all your audio. I'm gonna guess that this is where I actually started recording the gameplay. But I just do it at the beginning. I don't have any problems. I don't know why I put that down. Now, what you do is you just play around. Okay, I was early. I'm early. This right here will say capturing. So what you want to immediately do before you start gaming or recording is you want to pause it, and then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both at the same time. Working on it. Want to immediately do before you start gaming or recording is you want to pause it, and then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both. You want to pause it, and then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both at the same time. It's just so you can sync the. You want to hit both at the same time. Is you want to pause it, and then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both at the same time. Hey, that was pretty good. And then you want to grab your control and you want to say down, up. You want to hit both at the same time. Alright. After you do the down, up, it's just so you can sync the audio. You want to do it at the beginning. You hit Control Alt or Control A, which selects everything. Hit S, and then you hit delete, Control Alt, drag it to the front. And then you find the end of your game. Up again. You can do it. Then you want to come down here and hit stop. Okay, so say right here. Then if you want to do down, up again, you can do it. How did that happen? Every once in a while, the PVR will desync, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure it stayed synced. That down. Now, what you do is you just play around, play your game, whoop-de-doo. If that ever happens, just come here to group, clear, and then I think that's where it messed up. I don't know what that does. I'm looking for stickers. Let's put this. I haven't really, decorated my pod. I haven't played it very much, but you can't even see. There you go. There we go. Okay. I prematurely edited. Okay. I haven't played it. So that's what you do, and then when you want to hit find your ending, then you want to. Like, say this is where you want to end it. Do Control Alt, hit S. Then if you want to do down, up, don't hit space. Delete your remainder. Drag it to the beginning if you moved it again. And I just, just for my own, safety, I will double click that because it'll select your entire thing. And if you want to save it, I definitely recommend it. I typically don't, which you should not do. And then, gameplay. And this is just, me being OCD. I will create a new folder, which you see when I do my Mirror's Edge. And then, say, this is your first episode 1, or whatever you want to name it. Save it. Then what you want to do is you want to project, render as. You can make the movie, but it's going to look trash. It's going to look like trash. Like Ryu Shimazu had the same problem. He tried it because he didn't know, what to do. I've watched hours upon hours of videos so I can have the best settings possible. And these are what I've come up with. And, if you watch my Mirror's Edge video, I think it looks pretty good. Like, as close as I'm going to be able to get it. You want to set everything like I have it here, especially sharpest. That's definitely a thing you need to have. 720. The bitrate changed to 8 Mbps. I'm not really on it right now. then change this to best. And then you come up here, you type YouTube, you hit this one right here. Now what I started with was 6 Mbps at 720, and then changed it to this. And that's what you do. Once you save it as its own thing, you can come down here to YouTube, and oh crap, one thing you need to make sure you do, guys, is right click, go to properties, take that off, put that on, and take that off, and hit OK. You need to do it. It affects the rendering. Then, you know, if you want to change it to something else, you can. So you hit save, and it's gonna render. What you need to do is go to properties, not properties. You need to go to the taskbar, hit Start Task Manager, which is, I think the hotkey is Control-Shift-C. You want to start it, record, or at Applications, go to Process, it'll highlight it, right click on it, set priority high. Now it'll tell you that if you do that it could cause system instability. I've never had a problem. It's never done anything wrong. And another thing which I already have is to get Game Booster 3. And what it does is it'll shut down stuff you're not using right now, like processes you're not using, like iTunes Helper. I haven't had iTunes turned on in like a month. So I mean that's a great thing to have, and it shuts off a bunch of other things that aren't useful right now, and then when you switch back it'll turn it back off. All you have to do is hit boost. It also helps with gaming, so I'm all for that. So this will take a lot less time if you're not using a RAM heavy program such as Camtasia. Instead of a minute, it probably would have taken, I don't know, I probably would have, taken 5 seconds. Open folder, you don't have to open folder, but this is just to show you. Okay, here's the save save template we have, and here's the episode 1. It's 11.1 kilobytes, or 36.6 megabytes. There you have it. I would play it, but it's gonna lose quality from Camtasia. I'm not gonna upload it because that's stupid. No offense, but that's all you have to do. This has been Backlash Doom Production. I'm Cravenous, and you just learned how to do a live comm.